From a giant alpha golem to an in-game voice chat, here are 25 ideas that Clash of Clans unfortunately rejected. And for number 1, an upgraded mini P.E.K.K.A. The mini P.E.K.K.A. would basically be just a weaker, more cost-effective version of the P.E.K.K.A. and would act as a unit to destroy the outer buildings easily. Unfortunately, the mini P.E.K.K.A. was never added into Clash of Clans because of its existence in Clash Royale, and because many Clash of Clans troops are already pretty similar. This isn't nearly as cool as the next one, because imagine if you could transfer resources from the builder base to the normal base, and vice versa. Since your normal Clash of Clans base generates a lot more loot than the builder's base, transferring loot over would be a great way of speeding up upgrades. However, Supercell rejected this idea, as it would make the builder's haul way too easy to max. Rest in peace, loot transfer. Number 3, customizing your clan flag would be awesome, and a great way to make your clan unique, especially if you want to gain new members. However, just as with inappropriate bases, there could also be inappropriate flag designs, and if Supercell allowed players to customize clan flags, it wouldn't be long before someone would create something like this. Yeah, imagine losing a clan war to this flag. Number 4, ever had a time when you had just too much gold and almost no gems? Introducing the Exchanger, which will take all your gold or elixir and turn them into precious gems. As you can see, the Exchanger kind of looks like a spell pot, and would be able to turn your gold into elixir, gems, or even dark elixir. Or at least, that was the plan. As this idea also was rejected by Supercell, as quote, the idea sucked. Looks like I'll be broke forever. Number 5, people who have played other popular games such as Fortnite or Call of Duty, you know that voice chat is something Clash of Clans has wanted to add for a long time. When Clash of Clans first introduced global chat, it was sort of as a teaser to see how players would behave in a social setting, and unfortunately, a lot went wrong. Because of this, Supercell decided not to add a voice chat into the game, at least until players get some more chill. Number 6, you ever see a spam account that just joins your clan, posts a link, and then leaves? Don't you wish you could just ban them? Unfortunately, once a player has left your clan, you're unable to ban or take any kind of action on them. Thankfully though, Clash of Clans did think of introducing a ban button which would allow you to ban players even after they've left your clan, and this is something that might even be added in soon. We're still waiting to see. Number 7, you'd know how annoying it is to deal with spammers who just place troops one by one, drawing out the battle. The give up button was an idea that would allow you to move on to the next match without having to wait for this noob to finish placing his 5 million troops. An idea that, who knows, one day may even be added into the game. Number 8, you all know about the Archer Tower, but do you ever expect the Barbarian Tower? Ha, didn't think so. The Barbarian Tower would work as a tower that would stay intact until enemies got too close, and then the barbarians would go down to attack them. Unfortunately, Supercell thought this was too OP, and so they never added it. Damn, I do wish we got that. Number 9, water blocks are a concept where you can surround some of your buildings with a moat. Now that is really cool. This would mean that only troops that can shoot would be able to target the buildings inside the moat, as other troops could just not reach it. If water blocks were added, they would force players to create complete new strategies to attack and defeat moat bases. Now, Supercell hasn't really rejected this idea yet, and honestly, this would make a really neat addition to the game. Number 10, another cool idea is the back button. If you're the type to scroll through bases too quickly, the back button is the solution. While Clash of Clans only has a next button, back button would be amazing when you accidentally skipped an extremely loot-full base. And just to make it more fair, they could even make cost twice as much gold as the next button. Supercell, please, if you're watching, add this. I'm begging you. Number 11, clan leaders do a lot of hard work with clans for little reward from Supercell. So, to thank them, why don't you donate some resources? Yeah, that's right. Resource donations were an idea to help other players upgrade their bases, while also thanking them for their contribution to the clan. In a developer meeting though, the idea was rejected, as it would make things way too easy to upgrade. Number 12, ever wished you could bet on who won the clan war? Well, Clan Wars gambling is the perfect thing for you. This feature would work by betting on which clan won. Then, if you guessed right, you'd double your gem earnings. While the game is age 13 plus, this feature will never be added, as it promotes child gambling. And as a gambling addict myself, this hurts. Number 13, this is a regular golem. This is a mountain golem. And this is a giant alpha golem. While this is probably the stupidest idea in the history of Clash of Clans, it's actually pretty funny. The giant golem would one-shot any troop and have pretty much infinite HP. You're welcome for the animation, by the way. Number 14, this is the mud trap, which would trap troops in mud and slow them by 40% if they ever got stuck in it. It would also deal 52 damage, which makes no sense as mud doesn't really hurt people, but sure, pretty cool idea nonetheless. Number 15, but if you ever accidentally dropped all your spells before even starting the attack, this is something really annoying players end up doing, and not even on purpose. To prevent this, an idea Supercell debated adding was the spell cooldown, which would prevent you from placing too many spells at once. You wouldn't lose all your resources before going into battle. Nice! Number 16, before the season pass, there were no rewards you could get by purely playing the game itself. So, when Supercell teased quests to be added into Clash of Clans, it was kind of a big deal. Clash Royale had a quest feature as well, where you could complete complete daily tasks to unlock chests, while Clash of Clans had nothing. While quests weren't added, Supercell added Battle Pass and Clan Capital, which honestly made some really good replacements. Number 17. The Revive spell was an idea by Clash of Clans that would let you resurrect dead troops, bringing them back to life. Now that's my type of party. Number 18. Once you max out your heroes, there's not really much more to do. Besides skin customizations, heroes are pretty much left untouched except in battle. So, an idea introduced to the game was a concept called Hero Gear. Basically, Hero Gear would allow you to create custom gear for each of the hero's features. Since Supercell added hero skins, maybe in the future they'll bring in this custom gear idea. Number 19. Exploding bomb walls are something that make no sense, but would be kinda cool at the same time. These walls would explode while troops were breaking it. However, if a player were to use a jump spell, the troops would just jump over the wall, leaving the bomb completely useless. However, this idea was ultimately rejected, as it would kinda make the game way too complex. Number 20. Clash of Clans emotes are something that would be extremely funny to see. I mean, not only could you spam a clan chat with them, but you could also emote at players when they're attacking your war bases. Again, because this feature exists in Clash Royale already, Supercell decided not to add it. Number 21. While Clash of Clans has clan messages and a clan chat, something they don't have is clan polls. Clan polls are a feature where clan members could vote on official and non-official things. For example, clan poll can vote on who attacks the top base in a war battle, or vote on which player they should kick from the clash next. Clan polls are a really interesting idea that would be very useful for making important decisions within the clan, so this actually might get added soon. Number 22. You ever wanted someone to watch and make sure your base is safe? Well, how about this? This is a watchtower, which is placed on the edge of your Clash of Clans base to make sure your base is safe at all times. Once an enemy attacks, the watchtower will alert the base that it's under attack, which will bring heroes to the defense as well as bringing clan castle reinforcements. This concept, while it is really cool, was not accepted, as the watchtower looked way too similar to the archer towers. Number 23. An unknown troop was introduced to the game in April of 2016 called the Rocketeer. While Supercell never made any official mention of it, it was leaked under game files confirming that the Rocketeer was indeed an idea that would potentially make its way into Clash of Clans. The Rocketeer would look like a skeleton with a bomb attached to it, and could also supposedly fly? The bowler ended up replacing the Rocketeer, however, and it has still never been seen to this day. Number 24. While it is kind of in the game with tutorials, actually planned by Supercell to be made a game mode of its own. Single player would have you face bases that Supercell would handpick, and if you defeat every one of the bases, you'd be rewarded with resources and custom badges. Now, this actually isn't that bad of an idea, but it was rejected as Supercell thought it was just a worse version of multiplayer, and so would have no real reason being added into the game. Party poopers. Number 25. Decoy buildings are a concept that Supercell has introduced before with the hologram, but they were never really added in the game. Decoy building would pretend to be an actual building, but when an enemy troop would attack it, they would be hitting a fake building. So, if your town hall was outside of your base and an enemy attacked it, there would be a very real chance that it would just be a silly decoy building. Clash of Clans didn't add this though, as they didn't want the game to be more confusing and keep you constantly on edge, and that's fair. I think I agree with Supercell on this one. And now, if I 3-star this base with only bat spells, you immediately have to subscribe.